Hi, my name is Murugan, and today I will be talking about salt crystal formation. The first step in growing my salt crystals was dissolving the salt in water. For this step, I took hot water and poured it into a cup. Hot water is used because it can dissolve the salt better. Next, I took some salt and stirred it into the water. This will be my salt solution. The solution was stirred thoroughly until all the salt was dissolved. Once that happened, I added more salt and repeated the process of stirring. It's important to stir it thoroughly to know when the solution has been saturated. This point is reached when no more salt can be dissolved. Once the solution is saturated, we move on to the next step, which is transferring the solution. I poured the solution into a plastic container before heading into the next step. The next step is leaving the salt solution to evaporate. I let it be under the sun to let the salt crystals form after a few days. I also used an alternate method, which is boiling. In this method, I poured the salt solution onto a metal container and then boiled it. In this process, the salt crystals did form as well, but they had a different appearance. They were brittle and they were white. Due to the air bubbles forming in the boiling solution, they had a lot of air spaces and were thus very fine, and they could be crushed easily to form a powdery texture. Due to this hot salt solution being a hypersaturated solution, the salt crystals take on the form of sediment instead of a properly formed crystal. The weather has also been very rainy, and thus it has been hard to evaporate the salt solution. Salt crystals are cubic in nature, and thus when looked under a microscope can be seen in the form of cubes. Under ideal conditions, if evaporated properly, we should expect to see more cubic shaped salt crystals.